Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I channeled a message for you, and I'll get to that in just a moment. But there's a couple of things I would like to cover first. I want to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me to grow my channel. There's been some kind of a change in the YouTube analytics, and I'm not really sure how to manage the algorithms that have been changing, so you may not be being notified when I upload a video. So just to let you know, I am going to be uploading on Mondays and on some Thursdays, maybe all Thursdays. I haven't really decided. So Mondays will be the moon and what the moon's doing and working with the cycles of the moon. It is Moon's Day, and it is really what I think is most helpful. And then the longer ones will be in the expansive energy of Jupiter. So we're going to do it that way. So I'm going to ask you to please leave me a comment or an emoji so that when I channel, I can contact your energy a lot easier to connect with you. Because I sit down and I write out everybody that leaves me a comment. I put your name on that sign, and when I'm meditating, I'm trying to connect to that energy. So it will help me, but mostly it'll help me connect with you. So yours was really fascinating. You know how usually when I do Pisces, I usually get underwater stuff. And so it was really surprising because what I saw was a hot air balloon. And I'm like, whoa, what is this? And you were up in this balloon way up high in the distance. You had a one of those old-fashioned telescopes, like you were looking to the future. And it was moving forward. And all I got out of that was you're moving forward in a new way with a new perspective. And I'm like, okay, this seems really good. This seems really positive. Because we have this full moon that's happening in Virgo. And so that's in opposition to you and your sun sign, right? And so it would be seeing things from a different perspective. From the water to the air, the opposition of it, the dynamics of that makes a lot of sense to me. This is a super full moon, and it is very powerful in the ability to attract into your life what you're focusing on. And so there you were with that telescope, and you were focusing on the future. I really liked it. It was excellent. And so this full moon is very nicely aspected by what's going on up there in the fellow earth sign of Capricorn. And so we've got Mars, the action planet. We've got Jupiter, the planet of expansion. We've got Pluto, which likes to transition, transform, and change things, right? So there's all this energy of expanding and action and changing things. And then over in Taurus, the other earth sign, there's Venus is there with Uranus. So love, relationships, money, sudden unexpected changes may or may not be good going on there, but because everything else feels pretty positively aspected, it seems good. It really does. And so I really want to encourage you, if you have not yet done this, sit down and write out what it is that you want. That is an action step. It is a small step, but you don't have to actually know what the plan is. That's not what's important here. What's important here is that you make this written communication to yourself. It's a commitment. It's a contract with yourself. I am going to manifest into my life XYZ, whatever it is that is important to you. Take the time this week to do that if you have not done that yet. It feels really important. It is about being organized and analyzing, yes, because it's in Virgo, but right now it is about removing the barriers, right? Cutting those lines that tied you to the earth to allow you to float up there, to get out there and to go for what it is that you really want. And so I can't encourage you enough to do that. We also have Mercury going direct on the 9th. So Mercury rules Virgo. So I find that really fascinating and interesting. And I'm so happy that it's going direct. Especially because it's in Pisces, and I'm sure that you've noticed this. Okay, wow, all right, so I have not really mentioned to anybody about this aspect of Virgo being about organizing and analyzing, but I felt it just like flew out of my mouth. And what do you have here? Organizing for success. and asking for your needs to be met. So write down what it is that you want and start the organizational process of letting go what doesn't work and bringing some order into chaos. It says, do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts by writing them down, right? Your reports, your living and workspace, your finances, anything that will help you to know and plan your next action steps. It's just like looking at the situation for what it is and just putting it on paper. So if a barrier to you has got to do with finances, then you sit down and you write out, what are you making? What are you spending? And what are your goals? And so then you figure out how to get there. It's just like putting it on paper. It's like starting there so that you can figure out how you're going to get there, right? It's just organizing it. And you know, there is a rule. It's called free will. If you don't ask for help, they can't help you. So that's important that you take that action step of asking for your needs to be met. Oh, you have great cards. Okay, so then the moon is going to move into Libra. And this is difficult energy. Now, my moon is in Pisces, and I always know when the moon is in Libra. I literally can't stand being around people for like 2 days. I'm just like, everybody annoys the crap out of me. It is such tense, difficult energy. And with all that stuff going on in Capricorn, everybody's going to be feeling like I usually feel. So duck and cover Tuesday and Wednesday, right? So it's a time for self-reflection anyway. So take a little time, get off by yourself, do a little self-reflection. Think about what it is that actually brings you the joy and the pleasure in life. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. But you have beautiful cards. You have awakening your ancient wisdom. So getting off by yourself, doing some reflection, doing some meditation, avoiding all the crap out there will be helpful. On top of that, you have expect a miracle. And so utilizing the energy, right? Working with the energy. Okay, so it's going to be kind of tense. So I'm going to retreat into myself and I'm going to figure out what I want. And I'm just going to duck and cover and let the world go by its way, right? And then the moon is going to move into the fellow water sign of Scorpio on Thursday morning at 5:28 a.m. You could come out of the cave. The moon is going to be in opposition to Venus over in Taurus. So again, there's going to be a little bit of tension in partnership areas. But other than that, especially Friday, the energy is really positive. So even though it's Friday the 13th, it's really some positive energy. To find the balance in your life, to make that commitment to yourself, looking for the beauty and the joy. You have a card I've never seen before, so I wanted to take another look at it. It's a 6, which is a soulmate energy, but it says look at the underbelly. Be sure that you're using your time in the best possible manner. You may consider taking time to organize yourself, or perhaps a project you're working on could use some fine-tuning. I don't really want to say that Spirit's hitting you over the head with the hammer about getting organized, but kind of looks that way to me. So, you know, when you're ducking and covering on Tuesday and Wednesday, you could also be cleaning off your desk or organizing for tax time or whatever it is that needs to be organized at this point in time. Oh my gosh, this is nice. All right, so then we get to Saturday when the moon moves at 7:09 a.m. in the morning into Sagittarius. And this is about the resilience, right? When you cut things out that don't work, then you promote new growth. You allow more things to come into your life because now there's space. When you clear your closet out, right, then you have room to go out and buy something on sale and put something new in your closet, right? So it's about creating space in your life. And when you get rid of what's cluttering it up, what's not working, what's cluttering up your bad attitude, what's cluttering it up, physical stuff, mental, emotional, whatever it is, you create opportunities for growth to come in, and understanding that wisdom, right? Wisdom is distilled from the knowledge gained from life experience, right? There is no substitute for life experience, because then it becomes wisdom and knowledge. And this is going to benefit you in some kind of a partnership. Now, it could be intimate, but this is happening in your 10th house of career. So this could very much be a business partnership. So I don't want you thinking, oh, this is the love of my life coming in. But honestly, if you're trying to bring in someone into your life in a very physical, intimate way, clearing space in your closet so that there's room for someone else to hang clothes in it actually creates the energy that supports that. Just saying. All right, so lovers, well, lovers and partners. Open your heart to love and live in the moment with passion and exuberance. Embrace the harmony of a great partnership. Again, though, it is happening in your 10th house, so it could be career. It could be love. I don't know. Expect a miracle and ask for your needs to be met. Looks pretty good. Let's get you a color card. We will send you on your way. It looks good. So be sure to leave me a comment, an emoji, something so that I can connect to your energy when I am trying to meditate. You're white. Lighten up. That's what it says. Lighten up. Okay, so have a little fun. Have a little fun. Have a little fun while you're throwing things out, right? Okay, looks like a pretty good week for you, Pisces. I'm excited for you. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you back here next week. I just saw 11/11. All right, take care.